Let's get on over to Jared Blikre, who is on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange with more analysis on today's early tape activity from what we've seen. Jared?
Yes, we're a day late into the market here, a little bit of a downdraft, and I want to take a look at the Wi-Fi Interactive on a longer-term basis. This is going to be the year-to-date chart that we've been tracking. You can see we had a little bit of liftoff last week, and we're giving back some of those gains. A little bit too early to tell, but as I'm fond of saying, the first hour of trading on Tuesday makes a big difference towards setting the trend for the week. And looks like the Wi-Fi Interactive is a little bit unresponsive right now, but nevertheless, I wanted to show you we're up against a very potentially big level. Let's call it an area, 4150 to 4200 right in here. A lot of pro traders I'm talking to are watching that to see if the market can exceed that level and maybe use it as support. Now, we did not get that washout that we were looking for, and so that means we might not have the lows in. And in fact, I think we could go back up to those record highs, but I don't see us materially advancing beyond that. I think this is going to be a market that frustrates both the bears and the bulls. And let's see if we can get a check of the 10-year T-note yield. That is up 10 basis points. That is a pretty big move. So some more volatility in the bond market, but I want you to check out the Bank of America Move Index. This is like the VIX for the for the bond market, and it is trending down. This is also a year-to-date look. The latest figures are as of the close Friday, but nevertheless, that is important to see in the market here. Now let's take a look. This is going to be, I think, a lot of red here. Energy was in the green early, and it is still the only thing in the green. Now it is up 1.5%. We're going to talk about commodities in just a minute. Healthcare, utilities, and industrials, all of those are down more than 1.5%. So is staples, by the way. So that is a bit of a defensive move right there. Let's check in on the meme stocks. I saw a couple of these guys flying high. AMC up 3%, Top Gun, a nice catalyst perhaps for that, maybe actually trading on fundamentals here. And then finally, let's check out something in the green. So that was energy, that's in the green. Also, you guys were talking about the China Golden Dragon Index. That was up 4% on the open. So we're seeing some movement here too, guys.
Yeah, appreciate the reminder, Jared. I have to go back and crunch numbers on the Hindenburg Omen. You know, I haven't done it in about a month and a half. But I know you're also hammering home the move in lumber prices.
Yeah, so let's go back to the Wi-Fi Interactive. We've had some really big moves over the last month. So I'm going to put a 1 month view, and you can see to the downside, lumber is in last place. That's LBS equals F. That's down 32%. We do have some big movers. We'll take a look at those in a second, but here's the year-to-date view. And in fact, let's go back 3 years so we can see what happened since the beginning of the pandemic. And Sazi, this is no bulging bicep. This is a huge, huge M top that we're looking at right here. And it looks like we may want to test the bottom in at 450. But this was a 50% sell-off here. This was about 75 to 80%. This is more than 50, so just a lot of volatility. We've seen weakness in the housing market. Mortgage rates are finally coming back down a little bit. But on the flip side, just want to highlight, we are seeing a surge in other commodity prices. RBOB gasoline futures, that's up 20%. Then we have natural gas, crude oil at the highest price in a couple weeks here. So we are definitely seeing some signs of life in commodities. It's simply a bifurcated world here. And finally, here's a 3-year chart of soybeans. Beans in the teens. Are they going to break into the 20s? Could happen, guys.
Jared, you call it M-top. I call it the Swiss Alps indicator. Looks like mountains to me. Jared Blikre, we'll talk to you later.
You've been there. I love it.
I know.